What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Jamar84 here again to review episode 2 of Bad Girls Club season 11, Bad Girls Club Miami season 11, called Waiting, Hating, and Instigating, which is exactly what this episode was full of. Okay, and really, right now, it just went off. Like, they're playing the rerun as I speak. And so I just wanted to record this like as soon as it went off so I could really remember and recall all the shit that I wanted to say. And I was really pretty much annoyed through this entire episode because it was just a giant contradiction and shit. People who I was feeling the first episode, I don't like right now, and people who I didn't like the first episode, I'm feeling more right now. So this, I might as well go ahead and get started on the play-by-play because I don't want to skip nothing. I want to make sure I say everything that I want to say, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So we're just going to jump right in and just say that one of the main reasons why this episode was so irritating is because of Mimi's ass. Mimi, as I said from the beginning, last week, that didn't change. My opinion of her has not changed. She is annoying as fuck. Okay? Her everything of just looking at her just makes me cringe, and I just want someone to just... Anyway, so, as y'all remember from last week, Tiana and Sarah had a WWE match for about money that wasn't even a problem of either one of them. That was the stupidest. So anyways, they're having this WWE match, supposedly. And so when they decide to finally separate or whatever, here come Mimi ass talking about some, okay, you go in your corner, we're ready for round 2. Somebody chuck a fucking pin at this bitch. Ooh. I can't. Is she sitting there just laughing like, ha 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 ha? I just want to grab her by her esophagus and just give it a shake. Sorry, y'all. I'm back. But I really can't stand that bitch. She really gets on my fucking nerves. And we're going to keep, as we go through the episode, you're going to see more why. But one thing I wanted to say about another girl, Teresa. I like Teresa. Teresa just be beat at all times. I live like her little piercings and her tattoos. For some reason, they work. Why am I orange? Am I orange? What the fuck going on, lighting? Work it out. Camera. Okay. Anyway. So yes, Miss Teresa stays beat, girl. And her being in the confessional, like her makeup is done, like she just be looking good. So I just wanted to say that about Teresa. Now, here we go with this bitch again. Mimi's on the phone with her mom, right? So she's talking about how she uses her mom and she's a puppet and da 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 da. She's trying to get her to check her Twitter. Bitch, ain't nobody checking for you. Goodbye. So then her mom tells her about how she's made this new Rolling Stone magazine article or whatever, and you know my Lynn's extra ass. She's all like, "Oh my god, I'm in another article about Justin Bieber," and they're like, "They know I'm on Bad Girls Club," and oh my god. The sooner this bitch leaves, the better I can be. I'm gonna be irritated as long as this bitch is in the house. I can't deal with her. I just can't do it. I can't do it. What you want me to do? So Mimi is the first one to see the new person. She's walking around in her motherfucking pajamas with her damn orangutan titties doing like this. And she sees the new girl picture and she goes yelling at everybody and, you know, tells that the picture is here and blah, 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 blah. So, you know, everybody's talking about, oh, I hope the new girl is cool. You know, I hope she's this. I hope she's that. Blah, 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 blah. So we can move out to where Sarah finally confronts Mimi on a point where, you know, when they was talking about, you know, because Tiana and Sarah hugged it out, they made up, whatever, you know, they did their thing. So Mimi is like, well, not Mimi, I don't know why I told you the bitches on my brain, I just wanted to, But anyway, Sarah's like, you know, you was talking all this shit, you know, refereeing and laughing and shit. I should have been wrestling your ass. Okay? Now, Sarah, so far, for some reason unbeknownst to me, is the only bitch to notice that all the shit happening is because of Mimi. She is the only one who seems to realize that a lot of people have a problem with Sarah. Granted, okay, fine. But if it wasn't for Mimi, shit wouldn't get to the places that it would get to, which I'm going to get to later on in this episode. That fight in the damn limo was the stupidest. I'm not going to skip ahead of myself. But yes, she was the only one that was like, you know what, bitch, then if you trying to talk all this shit, then let's motherfucking go. Let's, me and you, bitch, me and you. So they're talking again about, you know, what they want to do when the new girl comes. And I forget who it was that said it. I want to say it was Stephanie, but I could very well maybe be wrong. She was like, oh, let's give the real girl actual shots and we gonna take water shots. I'm like, can y'all do something? Can somebody come up with something new? Didn't they do that in like season 7 or season 8? And I'm like, why don't y'all just go ahead and throw the motherfucking mattress in the pool? And who was that tweeted me? Mr. Still Stand and Scotty was like, they might as well throw salad dressing on each other while they at it. Like, it seems like every BGC has like a template where somebody's mattress has to get thrown in the pool. The new girl has to get drunk on the first night, and food is. It's just like, I mean, I guess there's only so much stuff you can do, but I mean, get creative. Come up with something new. That's all I want. Come up with some new shit. But you know what? Well, again, I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna say it right goddamn now. Sarah did come up with some new shit. Sarah came up with some new shit when she wanted to take the new girl and put like a fucking baby monitor in the damn confessional to see what she gonna say about the other girls and shit. And I'm like, clever. I ain't even gonna lie. That was an interesting idea. I never thought about that one. So, you know, congratulations to her. But the whole shots and the water thing, it backfired because when they gave Sarah the motherfucking shots, you know, not Sarah. Then they gave Gigi the motherfucking shots. You know, everybody else was trying to pretend like, you know, oh, we're getting drunk when they were just taking water and shit. So Gigi gets to talking, as many people do when they get drunk. They just start talking. And Sarah, why do I keep saying? Why do I get these bitches' names fucked up? I see a person in my head, but I said another bitch's name. Gigi goes on to say like, oh, you know, replacements are stronger than the originals. You know, they always try to use replacements as stronger women and such and such. And granted, all the girls did look at her like, bitch, you tried it. But then after that, they pretty much paid it. Sarah was the only one who got a pussy in the knot because she was like, what do you mean that originals are stronger than da-da-da-da? What are you talking about? Blah, 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 blah. Now, this is the thing. Mind you, y'all really can't get mad at what she says because, first of all, she's drunk. Second of all, y'all made her drunk. So, y'all know what y'all like when y'all get drunk. Y'all just tend to say shit. Now, granted, a drunk mouth says a sober mind. But irregardless, even if she does think that, who cares? Why does it bother you that much that she thinks that? Which in some cases is true. Gigi didn't completely lie. Because you think about we've had some bomb ass. Some of the replacements are pretty much the breakout stars of most of the seasons. Like if I think about Camila, Rocky, Jen, who else was a replacement that stirred up shit? Nancy, she stirred up some shit. Who was a replacement? Andrea from season 9. You know, replacements are known to stir shit up. Okay, so she's had a point. But even if you thought that, then bitch, why do you feel some sort of way about it? I never understood that, Sarah. And then these bitches go outside, and Sarah's ass. See, this is Sarah. I liked you in the beginning, but this episode you was just doing a whole lot. You was doing a little too much for my liking. And she's like, is that a football? I'm like, what football y'all know that's shaped like that? I'm like, are these bitches serious? And then they're like, oh my god, it's not a football, it's a coconut. Duh. Y'all are in fucking Miami with palm trees. What else do you think? Where do y'all think a football is gonna come from? I was like, what? Really? So this is where I start to like Tiana, okay? I start to feel a little bit more favor for Tiana because when Sarah and I think Stephanie were going around telling people about the plan with the baby monitor and shit, you know, she told Tiana, she was like, okay, you do that, fine, whatever. I don't really too much want to be a part of it, but if she says something that y'all bitches don't like, I ain't jumping nobody. I ain't finna be a part of none of that type of shit. So I was like, okay, thank you. At least we can know thus far that Tiana is not a jumper hoe. Okay, she is in the clear. So now you know when they go to My Lynn's ass and they tell her the plan, she's like, every time, every opportunity that bitch gets to stir up some shit, you know, she gets excited as a motherfucking uh, chipmunk, like what the fuck she look like. But irregardless, they go to the store to try to buy this baby monitor or whatever. And while they're at the store, uh, Mimi and Steph feel it's a good idea to lock Gigi in the phone room. Why? The bitch hadn't done anything. She really hasn't. The only thing she's done is get drunk and said that replacements are stronger. And even if that's the case, bitch, it's true secretly. And she was drunk, and she's drunk because you made her drunk. So for y'all to be doing all this extra shit is kind of. And you know what? I expect this of Mimi, but Stephanie, I'm giving you the side eye, bitch. I'm giving you this motherfucking side eye. I was hoping you wasn't about to be a part of none of this shenanigans, girl. And you worked that out. But Tiana comes and lets her out. So the reason why Tiana is cool. And she's like, y'all gonna really like lock me in the motherfucking room? And she's like, and Mimi and Steph are like, no, like what are you talking about? Like we didn't do that. You guys gonna come in on the hot tub? I'm like, these fake bitches. I don't really want to call Stephanie fake because I liked her in the beginning and I hope she's works it on out. However, I did hear from a source that she jumped somebody. And Steph, I hope that's not true, girl. I hope that shit is not true. Because I like you, girl, and I want to like you. But if you doing some jumping hoe shit, I'm going to have to let you have it. Now, this is where I really start getting confused. Because, so they're out by the pool or outside or whatever. And, you know, they're taking shots, you know, blah, 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 having fun. And then Mimi and Sarah have some sort of altercation, some type of spat back and forth vocally. And Sarah's trying to take this opportunity to be like, you know, you want to fight, you want to wrestle, you was doing all this hee hee ha ha before about the wrestling match. Let's me and you go over there and wrestle. Let's go handle that. And here go Mimi ass trying to turn shit around. Oh, you want to wrestle? You want somebody to wrestle? You know, I think you should wrestle Gigi. Don't you feel some sort of way about Gigi? And then, you know, of course, Gigi's looking like, well, bitch, do you? And, you know, Sarah just looking there like, shit. I was trying to use that opportunity to, like, talk to Gigi about what she said. But now that this bitch instigated and make it seem like I have a real problem with her, now she's going to look at me crazy. So she was like, well, I might as well say it now. I don't have a problem with you about what you said, da-da-da-da, about the replacements, whatever. Gigi goes on to say, you know what? I'm sorry if I offended you, my bad. In so many words, she just like, I'm sorry if I offended you, you know, I ain't mean to say it like that. And that was pretty much it for everybody else. Everybody was like, okay. But for some reason, Sarah was butthurt and was like, oh, her apology was fake. I don't take it. I'm like, Sarah, why is this such an issue? I don't get it. I don't understand why you are so mad about her saying that replacements are stronger than originals, when you said much more offensive shit that they've managed to still blow off. So I'm confused as to why you're so angry about this one comment, but it is what it is. You was the one that was telling Tess and Teresa that it was that when you said it was gothic was just your opinion and you said what you wanted to say. So why can't she do it? But it is what it is. Sarah, I liked Sarah, but now I'm a little irritated by her. A little irritated now. Okay, but we're gonna keep watching. And this is where I guess it's like been a tradition since like season, if I can remember, season 9 when they started to do this. They played Spin the Bottle, right? And we don't even really too much see what the game was or who said what. All we saw was kissing, touching, pussy eating, ass eating, fingering, and all sorts of other diabolical shit going on in the motherfucking pool. And Mimi is like, okay, so first of all, Sarah is in the motherfucking pool spread eagle, okay? It's just wide open for the world to see. And and Myelin is like, I always wanted to know, like she said, Sarah's vagina is really pretty, and I always wanted to know what it was like. I'm like, ew, weren't y'all just fighting? And then they go into the Sarah and Mimi go into the shower. They didn't really necessarily show that they fucked necessarily, but come on, editing, we know that they did something up in there, and I'm like, that's so season 8 between Amy and Camila, and they actually played that shit right out just the same way as Amy and Camila did, because y'all know, 1 minute Amy and Camila was bumping pussies, and then literally 10 minutes later they was fighting, and in the same style, when Jasmine, that girl, her and who was that bitch talking to? Who the fuck was Jasmine talking to? I can't remember. But Jasmine was talking to somebody about how, Mimi is a detention whore and Mimi always wants the spotlight to be on her, da 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 da. So Jasmine, I'm gonna have to tell her about that shit. So Mimi comes out and she's like, telling her like, oh, I think you're a detention whore. I think you're this. I think you're that. Sarah comes out and pretty much just like confirms like, yeah, you're this, you're that, you're an attention whore, da 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 da. But I'm like, weren't y'all just eating each other out like 10 minutes ago when y'all was in the shower? Like, Mimi is still wet. Like, and how can you go from eating her pussy to calling her an attention whore? Editing? What? So they pan off to the next day or the next morning, and they're talking about getting their hair and their nails and stuff done. And Gigi's like, well, don't they have like, nail salons or hair salons where you can get your nails done or something like that? She said, doesn't there like places where they have a combo? And Sarah's over there like, they don't have that over where I live. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then it was just like a real, smart remark. And it's just like, what was that? What was that for? And all the other girls are like, Sarah keeps picking on Gigi, and we moved on from that. Like, her initiation is over. Like, we're not trying to be no bullies or nothing. So, ain't nobody else on this whole anti-Gigi shit but Sarah. And I was confused as to what the fuck the problem was. Whatever. So, when all the girls get back from getting their hair done and getting their nails done, and they finish up, getting dressed and doing all that stuff back at the house, they go out to the club. Now, everybody's in the club having fun, this, that, and the fourth. And for some reason, once again, here comes Sarah talking about how, oh, look at Gigi over there thinking that she's prettier than everybody else. She's better than everybody else. I'm like, the bitch ain't did nothing. She really hasn't done anything to you, bitch. So I just don't understand why she is holding on to this aggression. It didn't make sense. And then, meanwhile, shit, Gigi over there done found her a man and everything else. Shit, she was like, I found this dude. I'm gonna try to bring this dude home with me tonight. So Gigi ain't too much paying Sarah too much of no mind. And girl, this is where the fuckery commences. So Ray J just so happens to be in the club. Like, they didn't plan that shit out. Whatever, Oxygen. Anywho, Ray J is in the club, and I think he initially talks to Teresa, and then Teresa brings her over to, like, the rest of the group, and, she's introducing her to Jasmine and all this other blah, 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 blah. And while, I believe, Teresa and Ray J are interacting, here comes. Hold on. Let me get something to emphasize what this bitch did. Here comes Sarah, right? So her and Gigi, well, Teresa and Ray J are conversating. And here comes Sarah. Excuse me, Ray J, can you write your number down here? Is it 1335? Like, okay, you run it. Okay, is this right? Like, is this your number? Like, is how you spell your bitch? Get some motherfucking Dasani Aquafina, ho. You look thirsty as fuck. Like, she butted all up in their conversation, y'all. She butted all up in the conversation trying to get this dude number. And I'm just like, who the fuck is Ray J? Did we all forget about I Hit It First? Hello. And then the shade became when, who did he say that to? Oh, Stephanie was like, Ray J pulled her aside and said, get my number from Blondie. And I was just like, ooh. Ray J paid Sarah dust, pretty much. I mean, she got the number, but girl, he wasn't. That's because she was in his face. So, they get to this limo. Lord Jesus, help me. Lord, just be offense, because they all, I guess, not Teresa, Stephanie tried to get the phone number. It was basically like, Ray J told me to get the phone number from you, what's up. Sarah goes on this rant, like, he didn't say that, he gave me the number, he told me to call him, and I'm not going to give out anybody's number, this, that, and the fourth, and he didn't say that, I heard him say that from his own mouth. First she stuttered, she was like, I heard her say that from his own ears. I'm like, bitch. But anyway, they was fighting, going back and forth, like, it escalated. Of course, Mimi got into it, she can't live without being in the middle of shit, and they was going back and forth, I didn't say that, you know how they'll be doing in the goddamn limousine. And Jazz Monet just sitting up there in the corner like, I want all these bitches to just shut the fuck up. She was just sitting there just over it like, that would have been me. I would have been in there like, are these bitches really up in here fighting about Ray J's phone number? Not T.I.'s phone number, not Trey Songz's phone number, not Chris Brown's phone number. Fucking Ray J. Have we forgotten? Have y'all really forgotten about that I Hit It First video? Have we really let that slide through I didn't get it. And eventually Stephanie was like, you know what? Fuck it. No. I ain't even in this shit no more. Fuck it. And when they got back to the fucking house, Jazz Monet finally spoke my mind. If I was in this situation, I would have been Jazz Monet. She was like, it's just Dick. He's just another dude. Like, I ain't finna be tripping over that. Like, y'all can, but Jazz Monet won't. I was like, yes, Jazz Monet, as you sit there with your stick legs in that dress. Yes, God, honey. But that would have been me. Because anybody got time for that. So, where are we at? They fight about this limbo shit. And, okay, this is where the episode pretty much ends, once again, on a stupid note. Gigi, they're in the kitchen or whatever, and she spills water or whatever the fuck was in the cup. Whatever, on the table. She goes to clean it up and whatever, and for some reason Sarah's like, I hope you didn't leave that take-home plate upstairs, or something like that. And Gigi's like, well, what the fuck if I did? And, here goes Mimi with that goddamn mouth. Talking about, you keep saying all these fire words, but I bet you ain't swinging. You ain't swinging, bitch. Why won't somebody just backhand that hoe? Just shut her the fuck up. Nobody else sees this shit but Sarah. Nobody else can see it. I don't get it. It's plain as fucking day. But, irregardless, things escalate between... What the fuck? Oh. Things escalate between Gigi and Sarah. And, Sarah mushes Gigi. And Gigi commences to grab... Thwack, thwack, bow, okay? And at the same time, while Gigi has her doing this and the bow, Sarah is caught to the side with her hair grabbed, and she's doing bam, bam, pat, pat. Okay, so it really looked like, because I hate when the editors they put the slow motion in the fight, they put all these sounds and the effects, and you really can't too much see what the fuck is going on. I just want them to just let the clip play. so we can see what the fuck happened. Because you doing all this editing and flashing lights and shit and all this, because y'all know Sarah got all this damn hair and it's just going everywhere, so you can't really see what punches are going where and which ones are connecting. So, but for what it looked like, both girls got their licks in, and it looked more like a draw to me. And that's pretty much how the episode ended. Like, it was on some stupid shit. Like, oh, I forgot to mention when Sarah made that comment about I hope you didn't leave the takeout plate upstairs or some shit like that. I think Gigi left the room to get in the goddamn phone room, and Sarah was like, "Fuck Gigi," and then Stephanie was like, "Oh, I bet you won't say that to her face though." And then Stephanie was like, "Yeah, I bet Sarah won't say that to her face though." Sarah was like, "Oh, okay." She went to the phone room, opened the door. "Fuck you, Gigi," and then closed it. And then she locked her in there when she closed it, and then Mimi let her out, and then that's when they got into a little spat. Like, "You got a problem with me?" And Sarah was like, "Just a little bit." So that's what that whole shit. And I'm just like, the whole reason was because of that damn comment that she said about replacements being stronger, and I'm like, bitch, what? You called Jazz Monet a fucking man, and she got over it. But anyways, you guys, I already know that next week is when Sarah gets jumped. Do I condone it? She's doing the most, so I wouldn't say she needs to be jumped, because that's some hoe shit. But she needs to shut the fuck up. At first, I was trying to ride with her. I was trying to, come to her defense, but bitch, you're doing the fucking most, and I can't. I just can't, Sarah. But that, ooh, excuse me. That's the end of this video, you guys. Hopefully, sometime this week, I'll be able to put out that college guide video that I said I wanted to do, or at least like a short video about do's and don'ts of college, since most semesters start tomorrow. But I hope you guys comment. Let me know, who are your favorite girls so far. Have any of your opinions about each of the girls changed from the first to the second episode? Make sure you leave it in the comments, and make sure that you here it is. Like the video, and make sure if you like what you saw, that's the first time you've seen me, subscribe. Follow me on my Twitter at Jamar84. All the links will be in the bottom as far as my social networking, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.